It wasn't pretty, but the Cowboys earned a much-needed victory. After back-to-back home losses, the Cowboys' frustration boiled over leading into Week 4. No one was happy. Mike McCarthy got short with a reporter. Players openly talked about accountability and taking care of details. Dallas needed a win. Things looked pretty good Thursday when the Cowboys took a 14-6 lead as Prescott and CeeDee Lamb were carving up the Giants' secondary. But the penalties kept adding up, starting with Lamb's celebration penalty after his TD. There were too many flags that turned second and shorts on offense into third and longs. On defense, it was silly stuff like jumping offsides and too many men on the field. There were even 4 special teams flags on an ugly laundry night all around. But Dallas's battered defense kept the Giants out of the end zone, and the offense did just enough. Although Brandon Aubrey's late field goal miss, his first of the season, kept the door uncomfortably open. It wasn't pretty by any means, but the Cowboys got back to .500. 2. Why didn't Brian Daboll go for it on 4th down? The Giants trailed 14-9 at halftime and got the ball to open the third quarter. They started humming offensively, with Daniel Jones hitting on 5 plays of 8 or more yards on that drive alone, wearing down a tired and thin Cowboys defense. The Giants faced a 4th and goal at the Dallas 3-yard line, and with more than 23 minutes left, Daboll took the easy field goal. But why cut a 1-score lead to a 1-score lead? Sure, the clock worked in his favor, but the Giants had been driving up and down the field all game and settling for slightly longer field goals. This was the closest the Giants came to sniffing the end zone all game, and Malik Nabers and Wan'Dale Robinson were making up for the lack of a run game. The Giants went for it 3 times Monday night, once prior to this play and twice afterward. So Daboll showed some aggressiveness when it was called for. But when they were 9 feet from the goal line, he shriveled up. It was a strangely passive moment, and the Giants only crossed midfield once on their final 4 drives. That was a missed opportunity. 3. Cowboys defense responds with gutsy effort. The Cowboys heard all week about their 32nd ranked run defense, and they went into this game short-handed in the secondary, with starting cornerback Kalen Carson, who's replacing the injured Darren Bland, inactive with a shoulder injury. They started Andrew Booth in his place only to bench him at halftime after the Giants picked on him early. Amani Oruwariye took his spot and held up well, making the game-sealing interception in the waning seconds. It was a night where the reserves had to shine, as DeMarcus Lawrence, foot, left the game, and Trevon Diggs had to get an IV in the locker room. Micah Parsons also had to peel himself off the turf.